You're swimming in the ocean. The water is warm, blue, peaceful. Suddenly, you feel a massive push from below. A shadow engulfs you. Then darkness. You're not blind. You're just inside a mouth. Giant teeth, each the size of dinner plates, close around you. You tossed, turned, and suddenly you slide down a slippery tunnel. You're alive. You're conscious. You've just been swallowed whole by a whale. What now? Will you be digested alive? How much air do you have? Can you escape? And most importantly, is there a chance the whale will spit you out? This story has haunted humanity for thousands of years. Jonah in the Bible, Pinocchio in Monster's belly. But what actually happens to your body if you end up inside the largest creature on Earth? Today, we're running the strangest, stickiest, darkest experiment yet. We're sending you inside a whale. Spoiler, it's not a place you want to hang out, but you might have a chance. Let's go. First, you need to understand, not all whales are the same, and your fate depends entirely on which one ate you. There are two types of whales. 1. Baleen whales like the blue whale or humpback. They have no teeth. Instead, they have plates of baleen in their mouths like a giant brush that filter water and catch tiny shrimp called krill. A human is way too big for them. They might accidentally scoop you up with water, but they'll spit you out. 2. Toothed whales like the sperm whale. These are the real threat. They have teeth. They hunt big prey, giant squid, fish, even sharks. A sperm whale could theoretically swallow a person. So if a blue whale ate you, relax. You'll be out soon. If it's a sperm whale, well, let's find out. You feel massive pressure from all sides. The whale's tongue is a mountain of muscle, as heavy as your car. It's pushing you toward the throat. You're surrounded by water mixed with saliva. It's salty, sticky, and there's a lot of it. You try to scream, but the sound is muffled. There's air around you, you're underwater, but you're choking on fear. You slide into the throat. It's a narrow muscular tunnel. The walls squeeze, pushing you down. You feel yourself sliding against something wet and warm. The whale's body temperature is about 98.6 F, same as yours. So you're not cold, but that doesn't make it better. You drop into the first stomach. Whales, like cows, have multiple stomach chambers. A sperm whale, for example, has 4 to 5 of them. The first chamber is the forestomach or reservoir. No acid here, just muscles that store and mash food. Whales swallow prey whole, and it sits here until it's ready to be digested. You're here now. It's dark. You feel the walls squeezing and relaxing. You hear rumbling, gurgling, and somewhere in the distance the whale's heartbeat. Slow, powerful, massive. You're alive. You can breathe. There's air in the stomach that the whale swallowed with you. But for how long? You're in the first stomach chamber. No acid yet. But the muscles are constantly squeezing, grinding food. You're tossed around like a rag doll. The walls press against you from all sides. You have air. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes worth if you're lucky. But the air here isn't fresh. It smells like fish. A lot of fish. And decay. The whale ate before you. You start gagging. Not from lack of oxygen, but from the smell. Your eyes water. You feel sick. But throwing up in a whale's stomach, not a good idea. Everything stays with you. You'll move to the second stomach chamber. Now the acid starts. It's not as strong as human stomach acid, but it's enough to start burning your skin. You feel it tingling, then burning. Your clothes start to dissolve. Your skin reddens, blisters form. You panic. You start punching the stomach walls, kicking. The whale doesn't like this. It feels discomfort. Maybe, just maybe, it will try to vomit you back up. You think this is just fairy tales. Think again. In 2021, something incredible happened. A lobster diver named Michael Packard was in the ocean off the coast of Massachusetts. Suddenly, he felt a massive hit and found himself in darkness. He'd been swallowed by a humpback whale. A humpback is a baleen whale, no teeth. Michael was inside its mouth, in that massive pouch of baleen plates. He was there for about 30 to 40 seconds. The whale tried to spit him out, but he was stuck. So the whale surfaced, opened its mouth, and Michael shot out. His crewmates saved him. He had dislocations, bruises, but he survived. What does this mean for you? If a baleen whale swallows you, you have excellent odds. You're not krill. It will try to spit you out. But if it's a sperm whale, different story. Sperm whales don't spit out their food. Let's imagine the worst case scenario. You're in a sperm whale's stomach, and it's not letting you go. Your skin is sloughing off. The acid is going deeper. The pain is unbearable. You lose consciousness from shock. This might be merciful. You're dead. The acid keeps working. Your body softens, breaks apart. Your bones hold out longer, but your muscles are turning into nutrient soup. You're fully digested. You've become part of the whale. The energy from your body is now powering the largest predator in the ocean. Let's go back to the optimistic scenario. You're in a baleen whale's mouth. It realizes you're not food. What happens? The whale surfaces. It opens its mouth. You're washed out by a rush of water. You're in the ocean. You're alive. You just survived something only a handful of people have experienced. What awaits you? Bruises all over your body. That whale tongue is a powerful muscle press. Dislocations. You were tossed around like a toy. Chemical burns from the saliva and early acid exposure. Severe psychological trauma. But you're alive. And you'll have a story to tell your grandkids. Let's say you're in the stomach. The acid hasn't killed you yet. You have a knife. Can you cut your way out? Short answer, no. Long answer. Even if you cut through the stomach wall, you'll end up inside the whale. In the abdominal cavity. It's dark. There's no air, and you're surrounded by other organs. You'll die from blood loss or suffocation long before you reach the outside. Plus, whales are massive. Their stomach walls are inches thick. You're not cutting through. So the cut your way out plan, bad plan. Cool facts about whales. 1. Throat size. A blue whale's throat is about the size of a dinner plate. It physically cannot swallow a human. Even a watermelon would get stuck. 2. Sperm whales. Their throats are big enough to swallow a person. They hunt giant squid, so we're basically snack-sized. 3. Stomach acid. Whale stomach acid isn't stronger than human acid, but they have more stomachs, so digestion takes longer. 4. Sleep. Whales sleep vertically, standing in the water. If you were inside, you'd feel the whale drift off and wake up. If this ever happens to you, odds 1 in a billion. Remember, 1. Don't panic. If it's a baleen whale, it will spit you out. If it's a toothed whale, panic would just use up your oxygen faster. 2. Try not to move. The less you struggle, the more likely the whale will realize this isn't food. 3. Look for light. If you see an opening, the whale opening its mouth, swim toward it. 4. Don't cut anything. That's guaranteed death. 5. Pray. Pray it's a humpback. We ran the experiment. We went inside a whale. What did we learn? 1. Most whales can't swallow you. You're too big. 2. Sperm whales are a real threat. If you meet one, your odds aren't great. 3. You have a few hours before acid does its work. 4. Michael Packard's story proves you can escape if the whale wants to let you go. Now a question for you. What would you do in the first minute inside a whale's stomach? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. And if you want a part 2 where we send you inside a shark, an anaconda, or another whale, smash that like button. At 1,000 likes, we're doing What If You're Swallowed by an Anaconda. Subscribe to Wire Animation for more journeys into the scariest places on and off Earth. And be careful in the ocean.